Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome back to that Just James show. We've got part 2 for you now with our chat with superstar comedian Mo Gilligan. Enjoy.
Well, if I can find a cue action from some weddings, then I'm going to love it.
The backlash makes me horny.
We're up for the banter.
It's a comedian.
Is that where you played? Did you play centre mid?
I played centre mid.
Yeah.
But not
And then
not
I
attacking.
started smoking and a few other things. And then I started playing right back.
Oh yeah, that's what all happens. I done that. I used to be out front.
Did you really?
Yeah. Did you have that thing?
What, are you
where,
now left back?
Yeah, so I can play left or right.
Soccer age, you play left back, didn't you?
Yeah, but then every time I've done soccer aid, I've got injured. Everyone gets injured, you know.
Really?
Listen, the first
Trying
day,
too hard.
Listen,
Trying
Yeah,
really
because
hard.
you're all stiff. Like you need to play regularly and stay
well,
limber.
This is the thing. It's like the first time I done it, I was like actively like cool. I was just playing football with my friends. So I was like, cool. I'm gonna play every Sunday. Maybe play on Wednesdays, but I'm just playing football. But I'm not doing extra fitness stuff to realize that I'm gonna play on Old Trafford, innit?
Of course.
I'm playing at like
Power League.
I'm playing at Evelyn Grace,
Yeah.
like in just round the corner from Brixton. So I'm playing there with my friends, and it's
Yeah.
like, you know, you stop when you want to stop. Like you get a drink when you want to drink.
Oh, well, it's not like a league.
No,
just
no,
like
it's
10 of
just
you having a
friends.
game.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It's very, very serious though.
Yeah, of
Like,
course.
it's proper stuff. And then when we done soccer aid, we get there, and it's like the first training session is so intense.
Really?
Because you've got some people who are like, they can kick ball in it. I'm talking like celebrity wise. So like Ollie Mers, he's a baller in it.
Good
Mark Wright, absolute
Yeah,
ballers in it.
Mark Wright's a baller.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when I'm talking about the levels, like them lot are at the high levels, innit? I remember Jeremy Lynch, for example.
Good player.
High levels. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the F2 guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can play.
Like them lot can kick ball, innit? Like they're like, you know, they played at like a like semi-professional, professional, whatever you want to call it. So then you've got like the kind of middle tier. Well, I'd say I'll fall in there where I'm like, I can play football, innit?
Yeah.
I can, you know, if you put me in, like I know where to play. I know how to, do you want to play left back, right back? I'm gonna track back. I know how to slide tackle. I know how to do all that stuff, innit? Then you've got the bottom tier of people who just, that they don't play football, but they're doing soccer.
They're doing soccer aid.
And maybe they're like, oh, I'm doing it because like, you know, like I want my son
Yeah,
to watch.
or
it
like
and
the
stuff.
triers.
Yeah. And they're trying, innit? They're
Yeah.
really trying. And like, it's okay. Like there's different levels and stuff, innit? But when you play against these pros, yeah, listen, man, the pros play against the celebrities that are good, like pros. Does that make sense?
Right.
So you
Is
get
it they're
slide
like
tackled
old
and
pros?
barged.
So they're a little bit slower, but they've still got all the ability.
This is we're talking like Patrice Evra, like Essien and stuff.
Oh, he was active a few years ago.
In my head, I was like, one time Essien had the ball. I thought I could barge him with the ball. Bro, he never moved. He never moved.
Yeah,
and I
that's
thought
the
to myself,
wrong guy.
I said, Mo, chill out, man. You're really trying to barge the ball for one of the best centre midfielders. Like, you had like, and then you like, they do stuff where you watch them and you're like, okay, I get why you guys are pro. Like, Makalele got the ball in the middle, yeah. And like there was that we were surrounding him. I was like, yeah, he gonna get out of this, bro. It was so nonchalant. He just turned and was like, pow, and just kicked it through like a little gap between someone, and then he scored. And you just sit there and you're like, okay, yeah,
but he's
very
for
good.
me, he's the GOAT.
No, he's one of the best. So
Yeah.
like in his position, like
Yeah.
he revolutionized it. But like, so that's the first day, right? And some people don't know each other, or you know them, but you haven't met them before and stuff. So, so then in the evening, it's a bit more wind down. Everyone chills. You might have a drink and stuff and whatnot. And like you kind of find like, okay, who do I chill? It's like going back to school. Who do I chill out with?
Yeah.
So,
what table am I sitting at?
So it was like me, Chunks, Philly, and Dave. That was like my little crew that I could chill out with because it was all like
And how
similar
about
age
Kem?
and stuff.
I know you knock about Kem. didn't you?
Yeah, Kem as well. Yeah. So that was like our little crew, innit? And like, it's properly like school where like in the morning, everyone has breakfast. The pros have
Well, you
breakfast. with
stay
the
there,
pros.
do you?
Yeah, so you stay in like a Champneys resort. This one, the first time I done it was in Manchester. So you turn up, they got security
Sounds so
there.
much fun.
Don't it?
Oh, it's the best day ever.
Yeah, I
swear
bet
to you.
it's great.
You turn up, they got security there. You got a bag, so they give you a bag. So I noticed your bag got boots in there,
Yeah.
shin pads, training kit. And in my head, I already had like my own training kit in it, but everyone's walking around in like the Puma soccer aid stuff in it. So you're like, okay, let me
just squad
wear
it up.
yeah. You go to breakfast, yeah, and everyone's like in there. Like so, like some, let's say like the former England players, they all have breakfast together. some of the French players or like French African players, they all have breakfast together, innit? So I think it was like Patrice Evra, Makelele, who else? Someone else. But and they're talking in French, innit? So
Right.
you can't just sit on that
can't
table.
be like, all right, yeah,
no.
all right, lads.
Again, you say good morning.
Bonjour.
Yeah. And then you've got like some of the guys
Bonjour,
who,
amigos.
yeah. Je m'appelle Makelele. Yeah. Pain au chocolat in the breakfast.
Oui.
Yeah.
You've got those lot, and then you've got like some celebs who obviously like know each other outside of this, innit? So I think when I went, I think it was Joe Wicks, Ollie Murs, Mark Wright.
Yeah, that sounds like a squad.
Yeah.
Mark Wright and Ollie Murs, I bet they've got a little Essex boy
Yeah, and Joe
fraternity.
Wicks, come on.
Yeah.
But them lot have done it for a while, so they had done Soccer Aid for quite a few times before
right.
I'd come. So they've got their little batch as well.
Yeah.
So then you get your breakfast and you're kind of a bit like, right, like who do I sit with? Like, it's my first time here, isn't it? Like,
First day at school.
yeah, you're just
Yeah.
sitting with you got your breakfast in your hand, and it's a wicked breakfast, isn't it?
Good spread.
Got your breakfast. You've even got the managers sitting with like
Who was the managers?
So our manager, Harry Redknapp was one of the managers.
That's a geezer.
Harry Redknapp, is one of the nicest guys,
Yeah.
He is like, so like I'd see him in the morning, I'd be like, what's going on, Harry? And I think at the time he had done Latest Show, for example. He'd come on Latest Show. I was like, what's going on, Harry? You're right. He's like, Mo, how's it going, man? Oh, man, listen, man. Oh, listen, I had a great time on your show. I was like, thanks, man. I appreciate you coming, man. It was a joy to have you on. He's like, no, I'll tell you what, I had a great time. I said, why? Because you paid me a lot of money to come on. I said, thank you very much.
He loves a pound note.
a pound note.
He loves a pound
But
note.
lovely guy, man.
Yeah.
Like, and because he's like one of the older guys as well, like, I'm like, he's like, so Mo, how you been, man? I'm like, yeah, good. But then he would do that thing where he would just hold my hand.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
You gonna let go, H?
yeah, I'm like, okay, yeah, man, I'm good, man.
That's an old guy move.
Yeah.
Here.
One of
Well, that one up there, yeah?
Yeah.
You're not
Round
going
the back of the
anywhere,
elbow.
son.
Yeah. One of the nicest guys, man. So like the managers and the older guys, I think like him, Brian Robson, were like chilling together. And you got to find your kind of crew, your batch kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's like me, Kem, Chunks Philly, Dave, and we're just chilling.
That's a good little firm.
Dave can ball,
No.
honey.
It was a good
I'd love
batch,
to knock
man.
about with Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems like
He
a
seems
G,
like a
yeah.
fucking G, doesn't he?
But Dave is he's like a proper musician, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah. Because I was staying next to him and stuff.
Yeah.
So I could hear him just working on music. Like he brought a speaker, he had a guitar, like so I could just hear him like playing his guitar.
He's like an artist.
Yeah. Like he's really in the zone, innit? So like, like this was like the first time I'd probably say that I was around like so many people from different forms of, I'd say entertainment, do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it was like a big deal. It was like Soccer Aid. I'm like, all the guys in the WhatsApp group are like, right, like, what's it saying? How is it, man? I'm like, yeah, no, it's good, man. Like, who's good? I'm like, yeah, this person's good. That person's all right. So like, it's me, Chunks, Dave, Philly. I'll tell you who's one of the coldest guys, is Andy Cole. He is an old school road man, you know.
I bet
He
Is he
didn't
from
chill.
London?
Huh?
Is he from London?
I think he's from Brixton, you know.
Brixton,
yeah.
I've never
not
heard
too
him
sure. I
say
could be
anything.
wrong. Yeah, but that's why.
Yeah, he's mysterious.
He's elusive, yeah?
Yeah.
So he's walking around with a tracksuit. He had a rose gold. No, I think he had a gold Rolex on, yeah?
Yeah.
He didn't have no click. So he's just walking around like an old school bad man.
Yeah, lone wolf.
And I was like, what's going on, Cole? You right? He's like, yeah, man, all right. I'm all right, you know? Yeah, because he's very quiet. He's like, yeah, man, I'm all right, Mo. How are you, man? You all right? I said, yeah, man, I'm good, man. And I'm like, how's things, man? He's like, not too bad. You know how it is, though, Mo. You know. Just here, innit?
Yeah.
Giving nothing away.
Yeah. But he's so chilled. And at one point, I thought I could, I thought I could banter with him, innit? So I said, what? So what? Like, you still got it, though? He looked at me, he's like, what? What do you mean I've still got it? Listen, don't, listen, you see me, yeah? Don't come with that chat to me, you know? I said, no, I'm just joking, Coley. Hey, you and Dwight York, one of the best partnerships ever. But he's a proper, really, really nice guy. Every time I see him at places, proper cool. But he's like, he was like he felt like seeing like one of my uncles.
Anyone you beef with there?
No, there's like, no, because everyone
Come
like,
on, Mo.
No, real talk. It's
There must
actually,
have been
I
one.
reckon there's some people that don't get along with each other.
do you know
Not
what it is?
you, because
I
you're
think
a
for
nice
me,
guy, get along with everyone.
for me, it was my first time, innit? It's my first time there. But I'll be honest, yeah, I'm very like, I'm here for the experience, innit?
Yeah.
So I'm here for the experience, right, tear. This was the time now, food-wise, the food weren't fooding, innit? A couple of days, innit? So I was like, right, like, let me let me order some pizzas, innit? So I ordered probably about £200 worth of like Domino's pizza for everyone, innit? So everyone's like, "Rah, who got the pizzas?" And I'm not telling everyone it's me, but I'm just like, "Oh, like, I got some, I'm telling a few people, I got some pizza." "Oh, thanks, man, I appreciate that." I said, "Yeah, it's for everyone, man. Everyone just enjoy it, man. The pizza for everyone, innit?" So everyone's like, seen everyone tuck into the pizza and stuff. And I don't want people to come and tell me like, "Oh, did you get the pizza?" But I just thought, look, we've been eating all this healthy food for quite a while. Let's just have some
Yes,
pizzas.
get on the pizza.
Got some pizzas. Harry Redknapp names me as the captain the next day, innit? Next day, he's like, "Mo, I'm going to name you the captain." So it's my first time at Soccer Aid. I'm walking out of Wembley and I'm captain. So I'm like, "Rah."
Because of the pizzas.
Well,
I reckon he played a part.
so listen to this, yeah? So I was like, "Rah." I was like, "Cool." And then I was joking around. I said, "See, that's what I'm saying, guys. That's why you got to just buy pizzas, innit?" Then Brian Robson, yeah? You know Brian Robson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that his number 2?
Yeah. Brian Robson goes, well, you he said something like, "Well, I know you bought the pizzas, but you wasn't meant to eat all of them, was you?" Brother, oh my God. I wanted to fight on sight.
Killed ya.
I was so mad. I was like, "What? Calling me fat?" In front of everyone. Because it's not like it was just on the pitch. Everyone was there.
Yeah.
Now everyone's laughing. And I was like, "Bro, I've done a good deed. This man's calling me fat."
Yeah, and now I'm captain.
I was fuming, innit? I was fuming.
He
Everyone's
killed
like,
the comedian.
yeah, and everyone's like, "You cool?" I was like, "I'm here, innit? I'm fine, innit?" But let me talk to this Brian guy. Brian, come outside, man. Come out. But yeah, it was like, that was the only time where I was a bit like, yeah, no, that was rude. But other
Yeah,
than
but it's
that,
Brian Robson. You got to allow that.
I know, but in just at this time, I was fat as well though. That was the thing.
I was going to say, you're looking
No,
trim,
now
bruv.
I'm back to being me. But this time, this was COVID times, innit? Let me tell you
he
something.
struck a nerve.
COVID, listen.
Feeling heavy.
Listen, when I played at Old Trafford, yeah,
Yeah.
and then I seen the pictures afterwards of me running around. I said, "Yo, Brian was right, I was,
Yeah.
and I had the high top with the chubby face, the new beard. Oh my gosh, man.
Was you playing left back?
I played left
I
back.
thought it was Chunks playing left back.
No. You're dumb.
Hey, Chunks can ball, though.
Yeah. He's a
Chunks
baller.
can ball.
He's
Yeah,
a
he
baller,
can
man.
ball. He's
Yeah,
techie.
Do you know what? Sometimes I always think, like, whenever I've seen celebs playing in that game, and like, I always think, "Oh, mate, they're a bit laddie," is what their appearance is. And
Yeah,
then I
yeah,
watch them
yeah.
play and they can't play football. I'm like, "No, you're not one of the lads."
Yeah.
I'm like, "What were you doing at lunchtime?" You know what I mean? You must have been in the library. Come on, because like, you're not going to be great, but if someone's playing at lunchtime.
But you know what it is? It's when someone's like, you can't play any football. Like, when you're just like when it's just, like, there's simple things when you're like, "Oh, like, you can pass a ball."
but when it's the basics. You know what I
but
mean?
when it's like, you can't play a single
can't do
ounce
nothing.
or
Yeah.
drop of football.
See me, right? If I'm playing in a situation,
Yeah.
I'll be like, right, I'm going to play within my means here.
Yes, yeah.
Get the ball, move the ball. You know what I mean? I'm
Simple
not going to
stuff.
try and beat 4 people
Yeah,
and
yeah,
muck
yeah,
myself
yeah,
off.
yeah.
I would settle into that
Yeah.
role. Was I an incredible baller? No. Like, I didn't have the stamina and I loved the turnout so much. I could never make Sunday morning.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
So I stopped at 15. But I can control the ball,
Yeah. Just a simple thing.
see where I'm going, move the ball on.
See, I get
Definitely.
a bit carried away.
Yeah,
You
when
do.
it's when you can't do the simple things and you're like, "Rah, like you act like you can ball, man, but you can't, not at all." Oh yeah, that's when you're like, "Yeah, my guy, just be quiet a little bit sometimes in the football debates,
Yeah.
okay? Because
Yeah.
you can't control the ball with your chest."
Yeah. So it must be mad from like where you've come from to where you are now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I never take it for granted, but like there's been some cool experiences along the way where I'm like, okay, that was insane. Do you know what I mean? Like, I remember going
What's
to
the maddest you're at?
I remember going to LA once. I was in LA, and I think I was there for a month. And then when I'd gone out there, like, there's a lot of my friends who are actors, they was all out there too. So at the time, I didn't want to drive, so I had a driver, so he'd take me everywhere I wanted to go. And then a friend of mine, he was like, "There's a party. You coming to Daniel's party?" And I'm like, "Who's Daniel?" He's like, Daniel, man, Daniel Kaluuya. I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, he's got a party, man. Come true, man. He wants all the man
Who's
in
this
there."
guy?
So Daniel Kaluuya, who's played, he's in Get Out.
Oh, that guy. Oh, yeah, he's a great actor.
Great actor, yeah.
He's
So,
English, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. He's fantastic.
So he was like, yeah, he wants all the man them there, so you should come over. So we went. It was a vibe of a party. But like, for me, it was like, oh, right, this is, like, it was cool because there was a lot of people from the UK there. And then you've got, you know, Donald Glover's there, there's a bunch of other actors there.
Yeah, he's a G.
And I'm like, oh, right, this is a different, and they had like a buffet there, like people doing food, like at a house party. So I was like, right, this is insane, man. Like, we're at the party.
This ain't a Costco's platter.
Yeah. The Costco platter is bang though, man. Come on, man. I got a card recently.
Yeah, I've lost
my
How
mind,
good is
bro.
Costco's?
It's one of the best places.
No, I love it.
Best place.
I'll go mad in
cookies.
Costco's.
Chicken wings.
Yeah.
The cookies are unbelievable.
I ain't got
Like,
the
get the
cookies yet.
nuggets from
Mate, the
Costco's.
cookies is
They're
probably
like
the best thing.
lumps of chicken.
Really?
Yeah, they're sick.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
become a new place, man. Yeah, I like Costco's, man. So no, we're at the party, and the thing is, right, in LA, right, it's not like, you know, when you go to a UK house party, you're gonna stay there for the whole night or the majority.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? In LA, people are like, yeah, we're gonna go here. I'm like, what? Why? You know,
This
I'm not
is
getting
sick.
it.
Yeah.
There's a fucking platter of food. They're serving chicken and rice and peas.
Then they want to go out from there.
But they're gonna go to another house party. That's always normally the vibe. So my friend was like, oh, cool, we're all leaving. We're going to another party. Do you want to come? So I'm like, all right, cool. I was like, whose party is this? It's Jamie's, you coming? And I'm like, Jamie, who's Jamie? Who's that? Is that Jamie Foxx? I said, yeah, of course. So we get in the car, we drive there, and it was so like, and the reason why I say it was surreal, because my mind was just already blown by this party.
The previous party.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was just like, right, this is a house with a pool and there's people doing food. And then I'm like, now we're in Jamie Foxx's house. And we get to Jamie's, and when we got there, there was no one there to greet us. So we'd gone there, we're at his front door, like, and it was just like, so what do we do? Just walk in his house? Like, so my friends were like, no, we shouldn't do that. So I'm like,
Knock.
I said, we're here, innit? He knows we're here. Let's go in. Like, I'm one of those people, I'm like, you know shit for, man. Come on, he knows we're coming. So we walk in, and we're literally walking in his house. He had this whole glass, massive cabinet, which was like floor to ceiling high, just awards. And walk in, there was these two boys there. And I was like, oh, we're here for Jamie's party. Now, must be maybe his sons or whatever. And I was like, yeah, man, it's all right, cool, man. Just go down there, man. They got a house. So they got, everyone's in the pool house. We get into the pool house. Jamie's there, innit? I said, oh, what's good, Jamie, man? Nice to meet you, man. We're Daniel's friends. He's like, it's all right, cool, man. You family, cool, come in. So we're in his house, chilling. And then he's got like this, it's like a club, but like a studio. But it's the pool house.
In the pool house. Yeah.
And it was just like, I was just there and I was just like, okay, this is very surreal now. And yeah, he's like playing music. And then he was like, so we had many parties at this house, man. Everyone done been here, man. In that corner over there, man, there was a guy. He made a film. I don't know if y'all seen this film. Y'all seen a film called Bad Boys? I swear on my mum's life. This is what he does,
Jamie
yeah?
Foxx.
That's what he does. That's what he does, yeah? So everyone's like, yeah. There's a young director at the time, goes by the name of Michael Bay. He's over there. So we're like, oh, sick, man. Cool. And he goes, then I seen this other guy, young rapper. He's standing over there. He all nervous and stuff. He's like, So I'll go over to him. I was like, hey, man, what's your name, man? He was Kanye West. Bro, this was in the middle of the party. He stopped the music.
Yeah, holding
to
court.
tell this story, yeah? And he goes, so that's Kanye West. Anyway, Kanye comes over to me, man. He said, hey, man, I'm working on some music, and I really love if you could do something for the song. And, you know, it's like we doing like a Ray Charles thing and stuff. And, you know, I really want you to like do the hook, and it's like an old school hook. And, you know, and he's like, you know, and at the time I was doing Ray. So anyway, we get in the studio and I'm like, okay. So, you know, I don't, and then this is what Jamie done. This is why this party was so surreal, because Jamie goes, so, you know, we're in the studio and I'm trying to think of this hook. And I'm like, okay. She take my money and I'm in need. Y'all know that song? Bro, all of us in the party was like, yeah.
I've heard it, yeah.
Then Jamie goes, isn't it the coolest moment? Jamie goes, anyway, we record that and that song sound a little bit like this. Boom. And he played it.
sick.
Bro. He played it. Party went off. It went absolutely off.
He started off as a comedian.
Yeah.
He can do it all, Jamie
Yeah,
Foxx.
man.
He's so
Yeah,
talented.
great singer. That's
Wicked,
him playing the
wicked part.
piano, by the way, in Ray.
Yeah, I've heard
Oscar for
film.
that.
Is that right?
Love that film.
He got an Oscar for that.
Yeah, man.
Did he really?
Yeah.
But it was like, it was a surreal moment. And then it was like, I'm there with like some people I know as well. So, like Dampton just there, Samson KO, my friend Aaron Fontaine, Daniel Kaluuya. So we're like the Brits there. Do you know what I mean?
Of course.
And then at one point, Daniel's a proper nice, humble guy. Daniel goes to Jamie. He's like, hey, Jamie, hey, wait there. And he goes, Mo, you met Jamie, right? I'm like, trying to be nonchalant. I'm like, yeah, no. Yeah. He's like, come, meet Jamie. He's like, oh, nice to meet you, Jamie. How you doing, man? And then Daniel goes, all right, this is Mo, man. He's one of the baddest comics in the UK, Man's selling out all the arenas. And then Jamie was like, oh, yeah, cool. He's like, yeah, man, innit, Mo? And I'm like, yeah, I got a couple of stuff. Yeah. And then Jamie was like, he's like, oh, you Mo, right? I said, yeah. He goes, oh, I think I've seen your stuff on Netflix. I was like, oh, thanks, man. Appreciate that, man. He's like, yeah, man, you're all funny, man. Keep up, man. I was like, oh, thanks, man. Then my friend Aaron was next to me. I looked at Aaron. My friend Aaron looked at me. And I was like, bro, did JB say you know who I was, man? And then I looked at him and he was like, yeah. And I was like, is that cool, isn't it? Is that cool, bro? Just that cool. And then, everyone was basically playing the music on like someone's phone, like Bluetooth and stuff. And then Jamie was like, play some music where y'all from. So then me, Daniel, Damson, and we're all there with the phone. It was like, what should we play? We got to play a song that really
One
represents.
banger to represent the UK.
Because you got Americans there as well, innit?
I think I know what it's going to be.
I know what I'm playing.
So
I know what I'm playing.
So we was like, what did we play? So we it's like we had this mini huddle. So guys, what do we play? So we're like, so I'm like, gigs talking the hardest. That's like the go-to.
That's exactly 100%. What I was thinking.
And then, but it was like, we know that. Is this a bubbling tune that they're gonna know?
Yeah, they're gonna get it.
And then it was like, I don't know. And then like someone was like, what about Stormzy? And someone was like, I don't know, man. I don't know. So then someone's like, what about J Hus? Let's play J Hus. Friendly. And I was like, yeah, because we're gonna know that, and they're just gonna hear the vibe, innit? And then he played Friendly. I went off, man. Because I don't know if the Americans knew it, but it was like a bubbling track. And we knew the words, if that makes sense. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, no, I'm like a low life. I like my Fanta with no highs. There was Americans there who had no idea of the track. But, like in our head, it's like, well, Gigs is the go-to one. But I don't think it would have translated.
I will play.
Do you know what I mean?
Lethal B, pow. Imagine. Yeah, it's me for the business.
It's no lies, no me.
Plus it just bang, pow, 100%.
Yeah.
It's the first track I thought of.
But
The
yeah,
streets fit, but you know it. They wouldn't get that, would
Nah,
they?
you won't get that.
But you just know it. I am not trying to pull you.
So
Jamie's
stop-
like, what is this, man?
Stop sharp to get chips and drinks.
when you said the streets, I was like, please make it be a bubbly track. I thought he was going to say blinded by the light.
No.
Lights are flashing by.
Oh, dry your eyes, mate.
Yeah, I'll tell you what is a banger from the streets. A new day, another morning after. That's a banger.
That's the
That's a
one.
tune,
That's
man.
the one.
Yeah.
I remember when I was younger, I broke up with my first girlfriend. And whenever I called my mate, like I was quite upset about it. Whenever I called my mate, he'd answer the phone, and go, "Dry your eyes, mate." I'm like, mate, can you fucking drop me out?
Yeah, that is a liberty.
Yeah,
But that probably is the one of the most surreal moments where, like it's happened from nothing. Like I didn't know I would start the day by going there, and him like just recognizing he was just cool. He followed me on Instagram afterwards. But just like nice guy, man. Just really nice.
I think really this is it.
Humble
it's
guy,
like,
man.
Obviously, I've not had it to fucking your extent, but when you like doing what we do, as you sort of climb up the ladder a little bit and get a few things.
Yeah, man.
And then you meet people, like I met you, that I was a fan of yours before. Do you know what I mean? I become pally with you. And it's a bit fucking surreal, isn't it? But then I think you realise, people that you see that are like big stars now, you realise, they're just people as well.
Yeah, they're just normal,
you know
man.
what I mean? It's normal.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. The kind of aura, it's not like the aura fades, but you just say, oh, right, like he gets upset or happy about the small things that I get happy about or upset that I get upset about. Do you know what I mean? And you just normalize it and stuff. And I think is that I always try to take that into when, you know, if I meet someone that is like that I've idolized or I see as like, oh, I love that person in that film or that thing. But just remembering like they're just like a normal
They're just
person.
a person.
Yeah, well, look, I'll be honest.
You know what I mean?
So this happened first time I met you.
Yeah.
Right? I'd only ever seen you on telly.
Yeah.
Right?
What was
And
the
you-
first time we met?
up the creek.
Oh, yes.
Upstairs.
Yeah.
Right? So
It was
you
one
come,
of his work in progress, wasn't it, I think?
you
Yeah,
was doing
not
work
so-
in progress. You was warming up for him.
Yeah.
So you come around the corner, and I was like, "Oh, what's up?" You was like, "What, boy? Feel like I know you, bro."
Yes, yeah, man. Yeah,
Because you'd seen my stuff.
Yes, yeah, man.
And I was like,
Come on, man.
"Yes, bro."
Of course,
He
man.
was, you know how buzzing
was
he was.
so
after. He was
gassed.
like, wait, I just fucking recognised me.
It happened
yeah,
the same
of course.
thing with Kay Kurd. So he'd
Yeah,
just
yeah,
been
yeah.
on at the Apollo.
Yeah.
We was leaving just as he was coming up to like greet everyone after the show.
yeah.
Because it was like his last show of the tour.
Yeah.
And he was like, "White boy, what's happening, bro?" And I was like, "Wait, I've just seen you up on stage." And he knows who I am. It
Yeah,
was
yeah,
mad.
yeah,
mad.
Yeah, it's funny, man.
Yeah,
I lived
man.
off that for a few weeks. Thanks for that, man.
No, come on, bruv. Anytime, bruv.
Appreciate
Stay
that,
with
bruv.
cousins, bruv. It's all right, bruv. Come on, man. Of course, man. No, but I think, you know what it is? It's like I remember, you know what? I remember this one point where, like, when I was like first started doing comedy and I'd be around people that were successful and I'd see how they carried themselves and how they would meet or speak to other people. And sometimes some people be really rude or like mad dismissive. And I was like, yo, man, people just like what you do, you know?
Yeah.
You don't need to be like that. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
why you hold that ego? And I always said, I was just like, if I ever got successful, I never want to be that person.
Never
Yeah.
be that
Do you know what
guy.
I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly that.
Because it can come 360. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you know
Of
what
course
I
it
mean?
can.
Of course it can.
You don't want that, man.
You
So-
meet, what do they say, like, you meet the same people on the way up as you do on the way down.
Yeah,
That's
100%,
very true,
man.
innit?
100%,
Mate,
man.
I had this happen in my life, right? So there was this girl I used to know, and her family was doing really well.
Yeah.
And her mum was like so snobby,
Mm,
and they lost everything.
Oh, man.
And I walked into the gym, David Lloyd, she was working behind the counter, and she was all lovely.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah,
nah, I remember you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, of course.
My turn. You know what I mean?
Now give me a fucking towel.
yeah. Give me a fucking towel now. There's something wrong with my card. You schlag.
You slag.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
Oh, man.
Just meet the
yeah,
same
man.
people on the way up as you do on the way down.
I think it's so important, man. Especially it's like if I meet like young people that are, you know, they want to follow and do what I do. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I meet young people that are like, oh, I'm a comic and I've done my first couple of gigs and stuff. I'll dap them up and say, oh, like, no, nice to meet you, man. Keep going at it, man.
Yeah, good.
Because I remember when it was like when I was at that level. Do you know what I mean? And like some people, it can be intimidating. I went to a function yesterday, and someone said to me, he's like, oh, I'm a big fan of you. Like my mum loves your stuff. And she's with this guy, and the guy was like, yeah, I can't even lie, you know. I'm not gonna beg it, but yeah, like my mum's a fan too. I'm like, bro, man, it's not that deep, man. Do you know what I mean? Just it's all right. Just put your ego to the side.
Say what you feel.
Do you know? Yeah, man. Yeah. But like, I get it sometimes when people are young because you feel like that's the cool thing to say. Do you know what I mean? No, I'm not gonna beg it, but like, yeah, my mum's a fan too. But yeah, man.
But you got your own podcast on the way?
Yeah, man. Yeah. So I'm in the podcast world like yourselves. Got a new podcast called Beginning, Middle and End. It started from a few things. I think one, a lot of people would always ask me like how I started. So like, how'd you start? And like, you know, telling them that kind of beginning story.
You just give the game away on our podcast, bro.
yeah.
Save some for yours, mate.
Yeah. But no, I was like, you know, like there's the origin story we all have, but like we all tell it in a different way. Do you know what I mean? And that was my beginning. And then like my middle is probably where I feel like I'm at now in life. Do you know what I mean? Like I've not been doing this as long as people think. I've only been doing it for like maybe like 6 years now. Do you know what I mean? But sometimes I meet people and like, oh, you've been going for a while. And I'm like, yeah, like from what you've seen, but then there's a part of me that I started when I was 19. Do you know what I mean? So, and that's kind of like where I am now, probably like in my middle where, you know, like things I'm into now is probably different from what I liked 2 or 3 years ago. Do you know what I mean? Like I like gardening and stuff like that. And
Trees.
just, like,
Engineering videos.
yeah, bro, come on, man. That's the stuff that I like doing, or like traveling. Traveling is one of my new things. And then the end is we ask a question in the pod, we get guests on and we're like, what do you want your legacy to leave? And it's such a question that no one ever asks that question. But at the same time, someone asks it to me and I said, I don't know. Like, I don't know what I want to leave behind. It's such an open question. But at the same time, once someone asked it to me, I then was like, this is what I want to do in life.
I've got that question written down in my notes to ask you.
What do I want my legacy to be? Do you know what? I think it's just like, I always say to people now is just like, just be consistent in the thing that you love. Just like, you know, whether you might do it badly one day, you might do it really well, but remain consistent and do it with love and joy. Do you know what I mean? Like, make sure you go out on stage or you do whatever it is you just love and you love and enjoy it. And I think that's what I want my legacy to be. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is the stage of my life where I get to, you know, do shows and I'm able to sell out shows and stuff, and, you know, whether it's traveling and stuff, and that could change in 10 years. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what I want to do in the next 10 years, but I do want my legacy to be remembered. Or even if I decide I just want to quit now and do it, I want people to say, you know what, Mo just done it his way. Do you know what I mean? Like, he was consistent at it. If you put in the time, you'll get out the results. And he was just a nice, cool, humble guy that just done these things. So I think that's what I want my legacy to be. Do you know what I mean? I don't want that on the gravestone though.
No.
I want some real cool shit. I just want, like, people to remember me once, you know, if I decide to just quit one day, or, you know, if I'm no longer here, where it's just like, oh, right, like he done it his way. Do you know what I mean? He didn't, maybe the Edinburgh weren't his thing, but he done it through maybe doing videos and stand up and like taking it to where it needed to be taken. I think that's the legacy that I'm trying to write at the moment and improve on. But yeah, probably that one, you know. Yeah.
Nice.
That's what my legacy to be, yeah. What about you?
Man, I'm just trying to be a really good dad.
Oh, that's good, man.
Provide for my family.
Yeah.
I come from a bit of adversity, you know what I mean? I had a bad drug problem. I had a lot of, I was done.
Yeah.
So this whole thing
you
now.
spoke about this before, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to be 4 years clean in a couple months.
Yeah, congratulations,
So it's like,
man.
been chapters within that. First year was just like getting myself out of that hole that I was in. Then the year after that was like, right, go back to work, start putting things together. Then we was like, our family's not quite finished.
Yeah.
Try for the baby, had the baby. Then the last year, my baby's going to be 1 next week. So
wow.
it's like
Congrats,
the first year of his life having like our family complete. We're not having any more kids. All 4 of us, me, my missus, my 2 boys. Now I'm just like, missus happy, raise these boys properly, provide.
Yeah.
And like, give them a better life than I had.
Yeah,
and I come up easy. My dad grafted, you know what I mean? Like, me and Jamesy are from that sort of generation where our parents come out of the East End into Essex, done all right for themselves. Like, I remember you were saying about, I was trying to save up the money for the Punto.
Yeah.
I'm like 17, where's my car?
yeah.
You know what I mean? That's how we had it relatively easy.
Yeah.
So I want to take the elements of what my mum and dad taught me, instilled that work ethic into me, but at the same time, be a little bit gentler parenting, but at the same time, still be firm.
Yeah, of
All I'm thinking about really is like, I love podcasting. I've got a recovery podcast that I'm doing. I love that. It's helping loads of people. I want to be of service to people.
Yeah, man.
And raise my family properly.
Yeah.
That's
really
all I'm
important,
thinking.
man. And you got to remember is like, there's someone that's listening to your story that might be going through it. Like, you know, like right now in this moment.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, wow. Like you're their blueprint. Do you know what I mean? Like,
well, look, I get messages every day from people saying, fucking hell, like, it can be done, yeah? And I'm like, 100%.
Of course, man. No, big up for that, man. What about you, Josh?
Awesome, bro.
I just want to be fucking loaded and have a big gaff in Spain. I want a big fucking 50 grand gold kettle. And I want my missus to get a tit job. That's what I'm after. That's what I want my legacy to be.
A load of
Fucking
Gavinci.
wallop, have that. All this, I want to make a difference in people's lives, bollocks. No, fuck that. I want to take every penny with me. That's what I want.
I'm laughing because someone's listening like, oh, this is deep, man. Yeah. It's not Stephen Bartlett, all like geezers.
No, do you know what? Yeah.
But that's all right though, you know.
Do you know what?
Do you know what?
My thing
if you
is,
want that to be your legacy,
you know what?
that's okay,
don't.
man.
I actually don't. I actually want it. But
Maybe I don't know about the boob job, but yeah, if you just want to make a load of money, that's all right.
No. Do you know what it is? I'm not even that money motivated, in all honesty. I really ain't. I just say stuff like that because that's just like synonymous with where we live, you know what I mean? But I just want to be creative. I want to be creative every day. And I want to, that's really what I want to do. And yeah, I want to be a good dad and you know, good family man. Really, those are the things. If I could just be a good family man and then create my living is that I create and be creative That's what I'm after, really.
Yeah, and it's not easy being a good family man, you know.
No.
Especially if you've got stuff, you know,
tough,
you got
mate.
stuff happening.
It's tough.
It's not as easy as it sounds. Do you know what I mean? You're trying to juggle what your career is, because you got your career, you got like I look at it as like you got your career, your job, and then you have like your family. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And juggling all of those at the same time ain't easy, because especially, you know, if you're like locked in of I'm trying to write comedy and do jokes and stuff, but you're like, oh, I've got the job though, and the side of that thing it's not the art, this is the business now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's not easy as people think, man. So yeah, man. Kudos
So
to you, man.
that's it, really, and just to try and be happy, because you know, money and all that sort of stuff doesn't make you happy. I almost think, I'd like to. Those are the things that I'm after, really.
Yeah,
and I'm looking forward to the end of the year supporting you on tour.
Oh yeah, man.
Can't wait, mate.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be fun,
Really
man.
excited for that.
I'm really excited for this tour as well, because it's the third tour now. Like, I think the first one was like, it's my introduction to doing a tour. The second one, I think I was nervous because it was like, can I do this again?
Can you follow it?
Yeah, was it a fluke? Whereas like the third one, I feel like I've come into myself
Yeah.
now. Do you know what I mean?
You're
I feel
established.
comfortable. Yeah, there's no more characters or anything like that. It's like we're going to places some places I've never been before as well. You know, we're going Middlesbrough this time, Bradford, a few other places. But also like, I just feel like this is the job now that I'm meant to do.
theatres or arenas?
A mixture of both. Yeah. Mainly theatres in some places. And then we've got some nice arenas. So like Birmingham will be an arena. Manchester's it is a theatre, but it's basically an arena. It's like 3,500, isn't it?
Yeah, nice.
And then
Well,
like
Hammersmith
London's
good
Apollo
numbers,
is
actually.
Yeah.
It's like, what's that? 5,000 people.
3-5 seated.
3-5,
Yeah,
right.
I think that's a
3-5.
good size for comedy.
Hammersmith Apollo's
lovely, man.
unbelievable.
It's one of my favourites, man. Like doing it, I like that more than when I've done the O2, if I'm
Really?
honest. Yeah. Because the O2 is like, it's a statement. It's like, I've done
Sold
one
out the O2.
Done the O2.
Yeah.
Plus, like, nice bit of readies. Come on.
But like Hammersmith, the intimateness, that's not even a fucking word.
Intimacy.
Yeah, the intimacy. Intimateness.
Intimateness.
I was going to keep talking as well, you know. But I can feel your eyes being like, listen, bro, we might be from Essex, but we do know our words over there.
Yeah, I've read the dictionary, mate. Intimateness. Yeah,
But-
there is lots of intimateness there.
Yeah, it's just close to the stage and stuff.
Mate, I'll tell you,
you know what
now,
I mean?
when I come watch you in your last tour,
Oh,
and
yeah,
Bubble was
thanks, man.
supporting, and the atmosphere there was, you know, obviously One Touch was DJing and people were up, and the atmosphere in there was just blinding.
You rung me
thanks,
after
man.
that show, Jamesy. He was telling me like, and then the DJ's like
Yeah.
playing tunes, and everyone's having it. He
and
was
I
like, I've
remember
never been to a
Bubba
show
come
like
out and he
it.
smashed it, and I remember thinking, oh, it's going to be hard for Mo to follow this. I was like, Bubba just smashed that, and then you come out and it just lifted to another level. And
Yeah, I think what we've always done for anyone supporting, I never want the support to make me look better already.
This is what Bubba was saying.
I never want that. I'm always like, listen, there's a crowd there. Go out there and do your thing. Because I know you're funny. That's why I want you to do the tour.
Yeah.
But go out there and collect these audience members as well. Do you know what I mean? And it's just that nice thing that you get to do where like you get to perform in front of that amount of people. Do you know what I mean? When I
of
was
course.
supporting people, I never got the opportunity to do that. So I said, once
Yeah.
I tour, I want to give someone that opportunity. Whether it's, I don't know, could be 20,000, could be 3,500, could be 200 people. It's just like, there's a crowd there and it's sold out.
yeah,
And they're up for it. Do you know what I
Entertain 'em.
mean? Yeah. So we always made sure, I was just like, look, this ain't about making me look better. This is about you getting some new fans and go and enjoy this sold out room. And we always make it a vibe. That's why we get the DJ
oh mate, it was
to play the tracks.
it was like a proper, not, you know.
Yeah.
It was
Do you know
like
what?
night out.
I'll be honest though. When we go out of London, the vibe is even better than
Really?
that. Birmingham and Manchester?
Really?
Woo.
No, I love Manchester.
Oh my God,
His
man.
missus is from Manchester.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
When we do Birmingham and Manchester, like London is like the home run. So we always know we're like, okay, we're going to be doing London in a few weeks. Let's get ready for London. Don't get me wrong, there's some great places up and down the UK we've done. But Birmingham and Manchester, I'd probably say Birmingham. The love I get in Birmingham, yeah, is so nice that I'm like, because I'll be honest, when I used to go Birmingham before, I was like, I don't think they're going to get me.
It's probably like a nice break from their lives. You know what I mean? It sounds a bit fucking hard work living in Birmingham. You know what I mean? Like, thank God we can do something good tonight.
Yeah, there's something here.
But everyone, you know, like from everyone in Birmingham, no one is from like the city centre. Everyone's from outside.
Yeah.
So they all come into like
I
Birmingham. and stuff.
refurbished a gaff in
Yes.
Northfield, just outside Birmingham.
Yeah.
Dark days, bro.
Was that when you done your little property empire?
Yeah,
Why
my
was it
two,
dark
my
days?
two house.
Why was it Dark Days?
It was sore up
Really?
there, bruv. Yeah, it was sore.
Tell them what you called the company.
Right. Fuck's sake, James here.
Oh no! Oh, can I
Me
not?
and my mate, yeah, of course you can. So me and my mate, right? We used to like a little smoke, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll be going around his house. He owned a Subway in Brentwood, yeah? So he used to bring like better Subways and cookies in that bag. I'll bring the puff. I would roll, he couldn't roll. So we'd be smoking, like cooking up ideas. And I'm like, look, we need to get in the property game.
Yeah.
He didn't need to quit his job. He worked for like a real good trading firm. He was working in City. He should have stayed there and just let me do my thing. Like I'm an accomplished builder, you know what I mean? I know what I'm doing. He's like, nah, I don't want to work there no more. So me and him, he bought a place in Birmingham above commercial. So it was like on a high street, but above the shops.
Yeah.
3-bed house, but above commercial. He was like, it's going to be worth about 150 grand when we're done. I'm like, all right, sweet. We paid 60 for it, spent 35 doing it up. It was worth like 100 grand. We made like 5 grand.
Okay.
And grafted on it for 3 months.
Yeah.
I was like, well, you got that wrong. Then we done one on the Wirral just outside Liverpool. We made good money on that one. But we called the company Blake Monroe.
What?
Blake Monroe.
Just tried to make it sound more legit. You know what is? They'd watched Wolf of Wall Street.
You know Stratton Oakmont?
Stratton Oakmont.
I was like, that sounds bang on. Let's call it Blake Monroe Property Development. Like that sounds like it's going to trade one day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's going public one day. We done one gaff in Birmingham, one in Liverpool, and then he moved to Australia.
Oh, that was it?
Yeah, got shut down.
Shit.
Yeah. So there you go. But,
Man.
but listen, Mo, thanks so much for coming on, man.
No, man, it's been a pleasure, man. And I've always like, again, I've seen like I've seen the journey of the pod and stuff, but I've also seen the journey of yourself and stuff, and just how do you know what I mean? Like sometimes I think you can be a bit hard on yourself when it comes to comedy. Do you know what I mean? But like I remember when I told Gilligan, I was like, you got to sign this guy, man. He's very funny. And it's good to see how you home in on your craft. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, cheers, man.
It's very good to see, like, you know, you've got your notepad, and he's so funny when he comes off stage, because he'll always murk it. And I'll be like, how was that? And he goes, didn't really, I don't know, man.
Mate, he
I'm
doubts
like, what?
himself so. I tell him every day.
I'm like, listen, man, that I will sit there, I'm like, that was a good set. Like, because I always say comedy, all you need to get is the laugh.
Exactly.
Sometimes it'll be bigger than others, but as long as you're crafting that joke, then you know when it's right. But he's so funny. Sometimes he comes off, he's like, I didn't enjoy it, man.
They didn't like me, did they?
He does this, he goes, it's like, mate, no, man. And I'm like, it's all right, man. And then he'll go, well, yeah, anyway, see you tomorrow then, Mo. All right, take care. But nah, man.
Goes home straight away, doesn't he?
Yeah, man. But you've done so well. And even like with the sketches, man, like your sketches are very good because they're very inventive. And I feel like you've got a real good like knack of having like the stand-up, but also like, you know, you've got the sketches, and what you guys do together with the podcast, you know, you complement each other really well,
Thanks, mate.
which is good, man.
Appreciate
I appreciate
So
it,
yeah,
mate.
it's been a pleasure to come on, man.
No,
yeah,
mate,
thanks
and
for having me, man.
thanks for always being supportive of me, mate. And
No,
I
I
can't
have
wait
to,
for the
man.
tour at the
Yeah,
end of the
yeah.
year.
It'll be
really
fun,
going to
man.
be fun. And just remind them what the podcast is called. That's coming out.
It's called Beginning, Middle, and End. It's on all streaming platforms. Yeah, check it out. We've got some cool guests as
Lovely.
well. Yeah. So check it out, man.
Top man. Cheers,
Nice,
man.
bruv.
Thanks,
Appreciate
man.
it, man. Love, man.
What we've got to do on the YouTube?
Go to @JoshJamesy on YouTube. If you like this video, leave us a like. If you're not subscribed already, subscribe. Hit the bell icon if you never want to miss an episode, and share it with your friends if you wouldn't mind.
Lovely stuff. And my tour tickets for next year, doing all right. Go to joshjamesy.com. A lot of dates selling out now. Tickets moving fast. So get a fucking move on.
Yeah. Get
We'll
the
see
tickets
you
now,
all.
boy.
Yeah.
Because by the time you do my tour, it's going to be a wrap.
Yeah.
There you go.
I swear
Well,
to
there
you.
you go.
It happened to Ken and Babatunde.
Really?
The track record is sensational.
Oh, don't say that. mate, no man like that will not happen.
No,
with me.
trust me, it's going to be
Okay,
like...
well,
fuck.
Mo Gilligan said, by the time I do his tour at the end of the year,
Trust
they're
me,
going to be
man.
gone. So get in there. Okay? Have a lovely week. We'll see you all next week. Arrivederci.
Love.